Hey guys, it's Teresa and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are all doing well, or if you're new to my channel, hello, welcome. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button if you haven't subscribed yet. Ugh, I said that so fast. For the past couple of weeks, ever since I posted my uni related videos, I've gotten a lot of messages asking me to film like a study tips sort of video. In today's video, I'm going to share with you guys my 8 habits of being a productive uni student. These habits I do myself as well, and it makes me so much more productive, and I just want to share it with you guys so we can ace uni together, because I also know that a lot of you guys are first years as well, and it's just so exciting. I want to share with you guys my top 8 habits on being productive and just how to stay productive. So let's get started with these 8 tips that are going to help you become so much more productive and just basically getting the most out of your education, especially in uni, because you are paying a lot to be studying, and I guess you just want to do well and be productive about it. The first thing we're going to talk about is planning your day every morning. When you wake up straight away, before you do anything, before you even get your day started, the first thing I feel like is so important is to plan out your day and plan out the things that you need to get done today. So usually when I do that, I like to write it down in my planner so I can like visualize it and see what I have to get done. And I feel like once you write it down, I feel like it just becomes so much more clear and important to like do it instead of just saying that you need to do it in your head. So when you write down your to-do list for the whole day, you can even write down like time slots on when you want to finish it by, and also make sure that your list is realistic. You don't exactly want to write down a long as list of everything you need to get done for the whole week. You can also write it in like a structured way, so what you want to get done first or what's most important, so you get that out of the way first when you're sort of more productive towards the morning and more energized. So towards the end of the day, you write down things that are a bit more easier to do. So when you do this, I feel like it gives so much structure to your day, and just ticking it off one by one when you're done, it's just so satisfying and you feel like you've accomplished something. If you really want to have a productive day, I recommend writing times next to it, so you're sort of forced to do it in that amount of time, so you're not being unproductive and just like procrastinating. So I usually do that when I have a jam-packed day, and just looking back at your week, you can really see what you've done all week and what you need to do more of. And also when it comes to studying, you can really see how much you've studied one topic. Next thing I want to talk about to increase your productivity is going to uni earlier. So let's say your class starts at 10, maybe get to uni at 9 AM. I don't know if a lot of uni students do this, but I have been doing it for ever since I started uni. Did that even make sense? I don't know. But yeah, I've been doing this ever since I started uni. I usually get to uni 40 minutes to an hour earlier than my first class, and I take that time to reflect on everything that I've learned the last week, and also look at the things that I'm learning this week in class. So I would go through lecture slides, I would do my readings, and I would also go through my assignments and just write down any questions I have for the teacher, or anything that I'm confused about that I need more help on. I hate going into a lecture or going in a tutorial where I have no idea what's going on, so that's why I like to go to uni early and sort of get an idea of what I'm going to be doing that day. And also by going through like your lecture slides and doing your readings right before your class, everything's like fresh in your head, so it becomes a lot easier once you get into class. There are also those days when I get to uni early and I don't do work at all. I literally just sit on campus, find a table, and I'm just chilling on my phone. But by doing this, I feel like I'm settling in. Even if it's like my 5th week of uni, I just like to go to uni early and sort of just feel the vibe and atmosphere. I don't know if this is making sense, but I'll give you another example. So usually when I have work, I like to go work early as well, just to get my head in that mind space that I'm at work and I need to focus on work. So the same thing as when I go to uni, I'll go to uni early. Even if I'm not touching any work, I'll still try to get my mindset in that state where I'm at uni, I need to focus on my study. And by doing that, I feel so much more productive once I do start my classes and go to my lectures. The next habit is participation and attendance. You really want to attend all your lectures and all your tutorials. Well, with lectures, if it's like online recordings, I guess you can watch it from home, but I feel like it's so different when you're actually sitting in that lecture. You're sort of forced to concentrate, and not just attending but also participating in discussion, asking questions, answering questions. I know you guys probably hear this a lot, but don't be afraid to ask questions or answer questions, because like the teachers always say, there's not a right or a wrong. when you do that, when you discuss, when you participate, I feel like that's the best way to learn. If you're not comfortable asking your teachers, you can even ask your peers as well. This habit/tip sort of relates to the last habit I was talking about, because when you go to these classes, you only have answers and questions if you really revise and do your readings, go through the lecture notes, and just writing down the things you don't understand. So then when you get to your tutorials or lectures or classes, whatever like that, you're able to participate and put your own input into it. And I feel like that way as well, it makes learning so much more interesting, because you wouldn't want to go to your classes all clueless. So the next tip to productivity is getting your assignments and uni work done straight away. Don't lag it. Don't wait until the last minute to do it. So with me and assignments, when I know the due date, I like to write it in my diary straight away. And not just writing the due date, but also 1 week prior to that due date, I also write in my diary 1 week until blah 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 is due. So you know that you have 1 week to complete it. You can do 2 weeks prior to that due date as well. It just depends on how organized you want to be. So when starting your assignments, you don't want to jump straight into it and answer it or do it straight away. You sort of want to break it down, go through your assessment task guide, whatever, course outline, and highlight the keywords. You really want to understand what the assessment task is asking you for and what you're getting marked on. Make sure you guys also look at the marking criteria. This is probably what all your tutors tell you guys. I feel like it's so important before you actually even sit and start your assignment. So for example, for an essay question, you'd read the essay question, but that's not going to give you enough information on what the task really wants out of you. So make sure you guys read the marking criteria. And also when you're going through your marking criteria or your assessment task guide, whatever, and you don't understand anything, highlight it, circle it, do whatever, make it stand out, and ask your teacher about it, ask your peers. Once you have a better idea on what your assignment is about, and then you should start it, because if you start it straight away, you're literally just gonna fall into like a black hole. So when I say start your assignment, I don't mean do the actual thing straight away. I mean like break down the task and really understand what it's asking of you. And if you have any questions, make sure they're all answered before you actually start doing it, because you don't want to do it and then it being wrong and you're just going to be wasting time. And I feel like when you do this, you feel less stressed about the assignment even if you haven't started it yet. So when you get your assignment or assessments done early, you can also get your peers to check it as well. So like peer review, I feel like that's so important, because they can help you and you can help them see their ideas. You're not copying them, but I feel like it's just a way to check if you're on the right track as well. So the next thing I want to talk about, I feel like it's so important to your productivity, because when I have a messy environment, when I'm in a messy room, or if my table's messy, I am so unproductive. I want to do nothing. So yeah, we're going to be talking about having a clean working space and studying space. When I'm studying, or not even studying, like when I'm doing work or I want to get stuff done, I have to have a clean room. When my room is clean, I feel so much more productive. I feel like I want to do things, and also my mind is clear as well. When my room is messy, all I think in my head is I need to clean my room. I can't think this is here, this is there, I need to move that. So yeah, wherever you're studying or working, make sure that it's clean and tidy, because that really reflects on how you feel as well, especially with me. Once I start studying or something, I like to shower, I like to be clean, and before I even hop into the shower, I make sure my room is clean, because my room is where I study. So I make sure my desk is clean, make sure everything is organized in the right place, and then I would shower, come out, and then I wouldn't have to do anything besides study. So I'm really focused. I know it's a really simple habit/tip, but trust me guys, it works. The next thing we're talking about is having a change in study environments. It's honestly as simple as it sounds. So with me during HSC, I remembered that I changed locations so many times. Like in the morning, I would be in my room. Afternoon, I would be in my kitchen, but that clearly did not work out because I just kept eating. And then I would be back in the living room. Once I was sick of my house, I realized that I couldn't study here anymore, because it just felt like repetitive. I don't know if that makes sense. But then I went to study in libraries. Same goes with uni. I know I recently just started, but last year during semester 1, I would study at home in my room, and then I would move to like the living room, and then some days I would go to the library and study. And just having a change in location, it's sort of refreshing and clears your mind a little bit. And also when you study in a library or at a place where everyone else is like quiet and doing their own thing, you feel like you really need to study as well. So that's how I felt when I went to the library, and I was so productive there. Even if you go there for like an hour or like an hour and a half, I feel like it makes such a difference to just like change locations. The tip number 7 is remove any distractions. And guys, when I say this, I mainly mean your phone. Like, you want to put that away. There's so many things on your phone that can distract you. Even if your phone is on like silent, I feel like you need to put your phone somewhere where you can't see it, where you can't reach it. So usually when I'm studying or when I'm trying to get stuff done, I like to put my phone in a cupboard or like a drawer where I can't see it at all. And I also put it on silent as well, because I know with me, if I hear like a noise, I would go check my phone straight away. I know with me, once I get on my phone, I'm there scrolling through Instagram for like a solid 10 minutes. You honestly don't even realize how long you spend on your phone once you're on it. And I know with me, I use my phone so much, so I like to put it away out of sight. The next thing I want to talk about, and I feel like it's the most important tip slash habit out of everything I've spoken about, and it's honestly probably the most simple one, is that when you wake up, try to put yourself in a positive mindset. I feel like it's so important just in the morning to be as positive as you can, and that sort of reflects on what you do for the rest of the day. And usually when I'm in a positive mind space, I'm more productive as well. So that's my main tip slash habits on how to be productive as a uni student. And even if you're not a student, I feel like these tips, you can always relate it to like everyday things in life. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up to let me know, and feel free to leave anything in the comment section. If you guys have any video requests or ideas, please let me know. And yeah, I love you guys so much. Thank you for your endless support, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.